Okay. Hi students. So in the previous session, the Hari Krishna sir we have to discuss mass energy relation, and again nuclear binding energy per nucleon. These are the terms Hari Krishna sir discussed. Last session of the before session, we have to discuss what is the nucleus and what are isotopes, isobars and isotones and isomers, what is atomic number, what is the mass number. These are the terms we have to discuss in the previous session. Now today let me talk about binding energy curve. So what is the binding energy curve? Means the binding energy curve means the binding energy per nucleon versus the graphical representation like this: the binding energy per nucleon versus mass number. It represents the binding energy per nucleon curve. Okay, binding energy curve. So what it means? Binding energy curve represents the binding energy per nucleon versus mass number. Clear? So already you studied in the previous class what is the binding energy per nucleon. Already you studied. So here in this curve some important key points is there. So along x-axis, this is the x-axis. X-axis is binding energy per nucleon. It is represented by EBN. So ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ? Binding energy per nucleon along x-axis, mass number along binding energy per nucleon along y-axis, mass number along x-axis. So binding energy per nucleon is represented by EBN, mass number is represented by A. So in this curve some important key points. The first key point, so binding energy EBN is less of lighter nuclei, like 1H2, 1H3, 2 helium 3. These are the lighter nuclei. Means first point says nuclear binding energy is less. Nuclear binding energy in mega electron volt along y-axis is less. Nuclear binding energy is less of like elements 1H2, 1H3, 2 helium 3. These are the lighter nuclei. Helium and hydrogen atom alli nuclear binding energy annodeniದೆ is less. These are the lighter nuclei like 1H2, 1H3, 2 helium 3. Clear? These are the first point. Next in lighter nuclei region, nuclear binding energy per nucleon is increases sharply with mass number and reaches maximum level, that is 8.8 mega electron volt, 8.8 8 mega electron volt. That means the second point, in lighter nuclear region. What is the which one is the lighter nuclear region? This portion. This is a lighter nuclear region. 1H2, 1H3, helium, 2 helium, 3 is the lighter nuclear region. So in this region, nuclear binding energy is increases sharply with the mass number. So the lighter nuclear region alli enagta ide binding energy per nucleon increase agtade, as usual mass number also increases and reaches the maximum level, that is 8.8 mega electron volt, 8.8 mega electron volt for 56 iron. So ಏನಾಯಿತು, lighter nuclear region, the binding energy per nucleon is increases with the mass number and reaches a maximum level, that is 8.8 mega electron volt for 56. Atomic mass number is 56. So ಆ stage ಗೆ reach ಆಗಿದೆ. Next, for nuclei, A is less than 30 and A is less than 30, A is greater than 170, A is greater than 170. Nuclear binding energy per nucleon is maximum and constant. Those elements is stable. Clear? Third point says, for nuclei, any nuclei atom, the mass number is less than 30. Mass is less than 30 means this portion less than 30 and A is greater than 70. Mass number is less than 30 and mass number is greater than 70. The nuclear binding energy is maximum and also constant. Our regional ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, nuclear binding energy is maximum or constant. Those nuclei is called as stable nuclei. This is the third point of the nuclear binding energy curve. And fourth point, so for nuclei, A is greater than 170, nuclear binding energy per nucleon is decrease means reaches 7.6 mega electron volt for uranium 238. So the next point says, for nuclei, A is nothing but mass number is greater than 170. Nuclear binding energy greater than 170 means here 170 nuclear binding energy is decreased. This is the maximum level of nuclear binding energy. The atomic mass number is greater than 170 is decreases and that value is 7.6 mega electron volts for uranium 238. So are you getting my point? So for nuclei, at mass number is greater than 170, binding energy at that time, binding energy per nucleon is decreased. So some level is the maximum value is 8.8 mega electron volts. The atomic mass is greater than 170. 170 means here So like 170, 180, 190 like that. Binding energy per nucleon is decreases. Maximum level in the ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು decrease that reaches 7.6 mega electron volts for uranium 238. That is one point. And another point, for heavy nuclei. Heavy nuclei, say A is greater than 234. A is greater than 234. Binding energy per nucleon is less. Binding energy per nucleon is less under nuclear fission. Under nuclear fission, the stability of atom during this process, the energy is released. Means heavy nuclei means mass number is greater, A is greater than 234. Binding energy per nucleon ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ decrease or less under nuclear during nuclear fission. What is the nuclear fission means? The heavy nuclei is splitting into two lighter nuclei, and this process energy is released. Clear? That is the one point. And another point, for lighter nuclei. Lighter nuclei means the mass number is less than 10. Mass number is less than 10. Binding energy per nucleon also less. Under nuclear fusion, this process, the energy is released. So when the atom mass number is less than 10, binding energy per nucleon is less under nuclear fusion. Fusion means means adding of two lighter nuclei to form a heavy nuclei. So that is the nuclear fusion. In this process also energy is released. So clear? Can we quickly recall all those points? The first, the nuclear binding energy means it's the binding energy per nucleon versus mass number. So first point, binding energy per nucleon is less. Binding energy per nucleon is less for lighter nuclei. What are the lighter nuclei means? 1H2, 1H3, 2 helium-3. These are the lighter nuclei. In lighter nuclear region, nuclear binding energy ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ is sharply increases with the mass number and reaches a maximum level, that is 56 iron. Okay. Next, third point, for nuclei of mass is less than 30, mass number is less than 30 and greater than 170, and it reaches the maximum level and also constant, those nuclei is called as stable nuclei. Athara yavaga mass number ಅನ್ನೋದು less than 30 and greater than 170 ಇರುತ್ತೋ, so at that time binding energy per nucleon is maximum and also constant. In this region of nuclei are stable nuclei. So next point, for nuclei, so mass number is greater than 170, binding energy is decreases and reaches 7.6 for uranium 238. So ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು mass number 170 ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಒಂದು nuclei ಗೆ, ಅವಾಗ binding energy per nucleon is decrease and decreases to the maximum level is 8.8 mega electron volts. It decreases to 7.6 mega electron volts for uranium 238. Same way, the heavy nuclei says mass number is greater than 234. So the binding energy per nucleon is less under nuclear fusion reaction. In this process, the energy is released. What is the nuclear fusion means? Heavy nuclei is splitting into two lighter nuclei. So means the heavy nuclei means is greater than 234, 238 like that. And the last point, the lighter nuclei mass number is less than 10. The binding energy per nucleon is less during nuclear fusion reaction. In this process also energy is released. Means what is that nuclear fusion? two lighter nuclei is combined to form a heavy nuclei, that is nuclear fusion. Later we discussed nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. This is about nuclear binding energy curve. Clear? Okay. Next, what is nuclear force? Nuclear force What is nuclear force? The force acting between nucleons is called as nuclear force. A force acting between nucleons is called nuclear force. The force acting between nucleons. So in the nucleons is there both protons and neutrons. In between that force is acting. That kind of force is called as nuclear force. The force acting between the nucleons is called as nuclear force. And some characteristics of nuclear force. So first is it is strongest force. It is strongest force in nature. The nuclear force is the strongest force in nature. Next, it is attractive force. And it is short range force. What is the force? Short range force means the force between nucleus itself. Okay, that is short range force, and it is independent force between proton and neutron and neutron. It is an independent force, and it is non-central, non-conservative force, and also neither gravitational force nor electrostatic force. Gravitational force nor electrostatic force. These are the characteristics of nuclear force. The nuclear force means the force acting between nucleon is called as nuclear force. The characteristics of nuclear force is it is the strongest force in nature, attractive force, it is short range force, independent force, and non-central and non-conservative force, and again neither gravitational force nor electrostatic force. These are the characteristics of nuclear force. Okay. Now let me talk about radioactivity. radioactivity. What is radioactivity? Means the radiation are emitted from radioactive substance without any external force. This radioactivity is discovered by Henry Becquerel. The scientist's name is Henry Becquerel. The radioactive activities, the radiations are emitted from the radioactive substance without any external force is called as without any external force. The radiations are emitted from the radioactive substance is called as radioactivity. This phenomena is nothing but radioactivity. The radioactivity is discovered by the French scientist Henry Becquerel. So that is about radioactivity. And law of radioactivity. So it states that rate of decay of radioactive substance. Rate of decay means disintegration. Disintegration means it's decreases. Disintegration means the emitting of radiations from the substance. So the law of radioactivity, it states that rate of decay of radioactive substance at any instant is directly proportional to the dN by dt is directly proportional to the number of parent atoms present in the substance is present in the radioactive substance. That means the rate of decay of radioactive substance dN at any instant, dN by dt is directly proportional to number of parent atoms present in the substance. This is the radioactive law of radioactivity. Let me derive. So or show that N equals show that N equals N naught e to the power of minus lambda t. So from radioactive law, so dN by dt is directly proportional to N. So dN is the rate of dN is the decay of radioactive substance, dt is the at any instant of time t, n is the number of parent atoms. Here rearranging the terms, so dN by n. So we remove the proportionality, we require a constant, that is lambda into dt, minus lambda into dt. Here integrating on both sides, between limits n and n naught. So integration of n naught tends to n dn by n is equals to minus integration of 0 tends to t minus lambda dt. So integration of dn by n. So integration of 1 by x, that is log x log n, between the limits n naught into tends to n is equals to lambda is the constant, integration of 0 tends to n t into dt. So we write it like this: log n minus log n naught is equals to minus lambda, integration of dt is t between the limits 0 tends to t. Next, so in the form log a minus log b is equals to log a by b. So this is the formula. So where log n by n naught is equals to minus lambda, substitute the limits t minus 0, that is log n by n naught is equals to minus lambda t, log exponential log n by n naught e to the power of minus lambda t. So that is equals to n equals n naught e to the power of minus lambda t. This is the final expression we got. Clear? That is the n is log ಅನ್ನೋದು exponential ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Exponential means e to the power of minus lambda t. The remaining n is equals to n naught e to the power of minus lambda t. Clear? So what is the radioactivity? Radioactivity means radiations are emitted from the radioactive substance without any external force. This phenomena is discovered by Henry Becquerel. So under radioactive decay law, it states that the rate of decay of the disintegration substance at any instant is directly proportional to the number of parent atoms present in the substance. So that means dN by dt is directly proportional to n. So based on that decay law, we derive n is equals to n naught e to the power of minus lambda t. Clear? So you don't bother. So the notes ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ WhatsApp ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So ಅದನ್ನ notes ನ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay? So I continue in next class. I thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Bano?